If you are experiencing foundation issues, get a free estimate from Ox Foundations.
Lori Darlings in Fayetteville, Alabama presents the Coach John Limbaugh Show. And Coach, good morning, and time to get things started again, isn't it?
Good morning, Jimmy. It certainly is.
Yeah. Talk a little bit about what's going to be happening at Farm Links Field tonight.
Well, we're going to have a community full of people ready to play a little football tonight, ready to watch a little football, and our team is ready to play some football. They're hungry and excited, and just kind of trying to hold them at bay right now a little bit, but it's going to be a lot of fun. And we had a little spirit day yesterday at the school, and the community was out. Stands were pretty much full at a big pep rally. So the community is hungry as well, and we can't really get things started tonight.
Well, it is 0 week, and
Right.
That means different things to different people. What does it mean to Fayetteville?
Well, we got that week 0 game, and that's just fine. And we'll be off later on in the season to rest from our wounds and things like that. But week 0, I would rather play it. Since I've done it, I'd rather play it than a jamboree. It just gets things going, gets things moving, and we're excited about it. Woodland's an opponent that used to be on our schedule as an area team, but I went back and I like the way they do things. It's a good quality program, so we were able to get them back as a non-region opponent.
They're over in East Alabama, and I think they're the Bearcats.
Bobcats.
Bobcats. I knew it was a cat. But Woodland, Coach Strain was there for ever and ever and ever back in the day.
Right now they got Coach Armstrong's come in, and he's their new coach. He's won a couple state championships, so they're going to come in tonight well coached. And last year, we thought we were ready for the ball game, and we got there, and we had a couple of injuries, and I think it kind of took us out of our game. And actually had 3 injuries in last year's game at Woodland. I think it kind of got in our kids' heads a little bit, and we just didn't play very well at all, and them winning the ball game. I believe this year we're all ready to play, and we're excited about it, and it's a home game, so we hopefully get this season started off the correct way.
Looking at the Bobcats from previous years and looking at them tonight, what do you see, some tape you've watched maybe that concerns you about them? Well,
there's not that much to watch, Jimmy. We don't know anything about what he's going to do as coach. We know what he did as a defensive coordinator a little bit. So we're kind of ready offensively, and I believe I know what he's going to do against us, defensively.
So how do you prepare for the unknown a little bit?
You prepare your kids. You get yourself ready to play ball. We think we know what he's going to do from what he's done in previous years at different places. He's an old school coach, But you prepare your players, and we've thrown a couple of different offensive sets at our defense, and a couple of different defensive sets at our offense. We're ready, and we've been hitting on each other. They're ready to hit on somebody else. When I tell you this team's hungry, it's not just coach talk. These guys are ready to play. They're excited about it, and they're ready to hit somebody.
Talk about some of the young men that you're going to be leaning on, especially early in the season.
Yeah, well, we our quarterback Blake Manchin, has really matured so much over the past years, and he's a big old boy to handle. I mean, that young man is he's about 6'3", about 230, and he's a big old thing.
Oh wow!
So, yeah, he's a big boy, and his arms really looking nice this fall. Balls coming out there with a lot of speed. And he's throwing the ball really well. So we're looking for Blake to do some great things for us. But, as always, any coach will tell you the offensive line has got to block. And we got some guys. We're led by our center, Trevor DeLoach. And he's a senior this year. We're looking for him to lead us. And those guys, I believe we're going to do a great job this year. But we got a couple of young ones, coming on. And Kason Bryant and Pacey DeLoach and guys like that are young ones you asked about. But really and truly, no kidding, 11 people on each side of the football. These guys have got to play as a team. And when we play as a team, we're going to be hard to beat.
All right, Coach John Limbaugh, the Fayetteville Wolves, the Woodland Bobcats come to South Talladega County to Farm Links Field tonight, kick it at 7 o'clock. And some guys that maybe have surprised you a little bit in fall camp for the Wolves.
Well, there's been several surprises. Tyler Hill's one of them, and Hunter Hill, the Hill brothers.
Oh my goodness!
I don't know if you'd really call them a surprise as much as a pleasing duo out there. They really are going to be really, really good ball players. They got a long ways to go, but Tyler comes in as a senior, and Hunter's a 10th grader, and I'm really excited about what they bring to the table, though. They're going to do some really, really nice things for us, and we're excited about those two, and several others out there too.
Defensively, you got to make some stops tonight.
Excited about what Coach Reed is bringing. Those guys are really applying to the football at practice. They've made things difficult for the offense at times, but Coach Reed does a marvelous job, and Tony White helps him on that side of the football, one of our fantastic volunteer coaches, and he helps Coach Reed out. He'll be in the booth watching for Coach Reed tonight, but I'm excited about what the defense is doing as they move to the football. As and the Wolves travel in packs, and our defense does too.
How important is it that you surround yourselves with assistant coaches, and not just assistant coaches, but they're kind of like family to you? How important it is that you surround yourself with men of like thinking and like spirit?
Well, I found out, I've always known, like any coach knows, the value of good assistants. But I found out this summer, through the injury that I had and things like that, how valuable my coaches are to the max. I mean, I always knew they were valuable, but as I was out, they kept things going. We never missed a step through all these summer workouts and everything like that. And Mark Reed's a great coach in his own right, and a great friend, and all those other guys. Coach Moore, Coach Rogers, and our volunteer coaches. Coach White, Darryl Manchin, who's like a workhorse. He's amazing. And we've just got some guys that really, Tony Helms come on board helping us. Michael Guy helps us. But we got a great staff there of guys. And not just that, but our administrative staff at Fayetteville, led by Amy Smith, our principal. It all just comes down from the top, and they really support our athletic programs, and they do a great job. Our teachers at Fayetteville are all on board. You'll see all different teachers working the gates and doing different things to help the football team out. It takes a whole community coming together to make this thing called football function properly on a Friday night, and we have that. And we got the greatest fans, the greatest community of anybody down there at Fayetteville. So
they're going to show up. They're going to be there.
A lot of times we'll go on the road and we'll have more fans there on the road. No matter what our record is, we'll have more fans on the road than a lot of home teams.
John Limbaugh, the head football coach and athletic director at Fayetteville High School. The Wolves start their season tonight against the Bobcats of Woodland, kick about 7 o'clock. A lot of people have asked about your health, and you're almost back to full speed, I see.
I'm getting there, and still I think I get a little double vision going and things like that. That's the reason for these glasses to kind of help correct some double vision and things like that. They're telling me I may have to have another surgery around December, but that don't seem like a good Christmas present to me.
No.
So I'm trying to do all I can to avoid that, but they got me back on the football field for this time period anyway, and I'm excited about that. But we're doing good. God's good.
How have you been able to, through your near-death experience, you could have easily have died with from the attack of the cow, not once but twice.
Right.
But have you been able to kind of use a thread, so to speak, to get that into your football team and some life experiences that they're going to face down the line?
Right. Well, a lot of the kids, former players, current players, came to see me and things like that, and I think it was a little bit scary for some of them. A young man hasn't been through a lot of things and doesn't see a lot of things in real life, and I think it was kind of upsetting to a lot of them. But the first practice I was back, they all clapped and things like that when I walked out on the field, and that makes you feel good as a coach to know that they do care. But to let the kids know that you can come back from anything, that you can come back but I think it's really shown them how good our God is. God is amazing, and He's put His hand on me, and He has healed me, and He's guiding this whole effort. And it just lets us all know that life is precious. Don't take that moment for granted. Give him glory in all that we do and tell others about him. And I think our team have seen that as well.
Any report on the cow?
Well, hopefully she was tasty on somebody's plate.
I knew that was coming.
Absolutely.
Coach John Limbaugh, the head football coach and athletic director of the Fayetteville Wolves, get started tonight against Woodland. What do you try to get accomplished tonight?
Ball control offense. Don't turn the ball over no matter what the weather brings. Don't turn the ball over. And be who we're supposed to be. Get this year started off with a lot of excitement and enthusiasm. And we're going to be okay this year. We really are. People need to come out to Fayetteville, to Farm Links Field, watch this team play because you're going to have a good time. We're the only game in town this weekend, so everybody might as well come on out and watch us.
There you go. Get some great food down there as well.
Absolutely.
And speaking of great food, Lori Darling, sponsor Coach John Limbaugh Show. You know you're going to get good food there.
Fantastic. They'll be feeding us a pregame meal today as well. We appreciate everything that Lori does for us. She does a great job, and her people there, and food's always great.
All right, Coach John Limbaugh joins us this morning on the Coach John Limbaugh Show, brought to you by Lori Darling. Coach, good luck tonight and the rest of the season for the Fayetteville Wolves.
Thank you. Look forward to seeing you next week.
All right, man.